So today we're going to be talking about my 7 hiking essentials. This is all gear that I will not go on a hike without. So number 1 is SPF Lip Balm. So we've all heard of sun cream, we've all heard of Factor 50, whacking it on. I'm quite pale skin, I always have to put sun cream on for every hike. But until probably my 4th or 5th hike, I had no idea that this thing called SPF Lip Balm existed. It's lip salve that has sun cream in it. Well, I was coming away from these 20-mile hikes of really red lips with sore lips, and I didn't really understand what it was. I thought it was just like because of the wind and because of the cold, but actually it's to do with sunburn. And if you get SPF Lip Balm, then trust me, it's gonna give you about 5% more happiness on every hike. Trust me, I would say, I put it down to that specific, about 5% more happiness. So number 2, my Patagonia jacket. I have brought this jacket on every single hike I've been on. I've brought it even in the summer because it is perfect. It is, it's waterproof, windproof. It's a bright color, which is what I personally like. And I also think there's some safety aspects to that, as in you're easier to spot, more recognizable to potential rescuers. It's just a great jacket, and wearing a bright colors when you're hiking is always a good idea in my book. There's so many more things to this jacket. I put it down on the ground and I sit on it when I'm hiking or cooking. I did that on the Ridgeway the other day. I had it as like a ground mat while I was cooking up lunch. It's got these underarm straps, which was perfect when I was climbing Mont Blanc because, 4,000 meters in the air, you're freezing, but also sweating buckets. And to be able to actually open that up for a little bit of ventilation, honestly, it made that whole experience so much better. And to be honest, jackets that are on the cheaper end of the market, they just don't have those level of accessibilities. Definitely an essential, and definitely something that I will bring on every hike for probably the rest of my life, at least until I get a better Patagonia jacket. Number 3, a medical kit. When you're going on these solo hikes or when you're just hiking in remote areas, generally, if things go wrong, then they can go really wrong. If you twist an ankle in the city, then, someone's going to be able to help you. You're going to be able to get home. But if you twist your ankle up in the middle of the Peak District where maybe you've gone off route, maybe you've taken a shortcut, people don't necessarily know exactly where you are. If you twist your ankle there, it might be hours until somebody can find you. Or worse, if you cut yourself or if you get injured, it's essential that you have a first aid medical kit because you might not be able to contact someone and someone might not be able to find you for a few hours. So you need to be able to treat yourself, take care of yourself, and basically get yourself through X amount of time until you can find help. Not only are you then able to help yourself, but you're also able to help others that you find on the trail. Occasionally, you may bump into someone who's got a really bad blister or has, cut themselves on the trail. And in those situations, if you have a health and safety medical kit, then you can help that person. And you're supporting the hiking community. That person will thank you 100 times, and no doubt down the line will help someone else in their time of need. And that's what, as a hiking community, we should always have the mindset of. Always help other hikers, always do your best to help them get home or help them get back on the route. Anything you can do to help them, you should always do it because support and love in our community goes around in a circle. So bring a medical kit not only for you, but also for your fellow hikers who are out there on the trail too. The 4th essential piece of kit that I'll bring on a hike is called Climb On Butter. So I learned about this when I was in the climbing society at university. If you've got a blister anywhere on your body, on your hands or on your feet, then this will help you out so much. You rub it onto like the inflicted area and it creates a natural water resistant barrier that will go over the blister or the impact and help keep it protected. And I guess to put it simply, it just takes the sting out of blisters. It's a small tiny little thing and it weighs like 1 ounce. It's just a nice little thing that will just help you get through those last few miles that you need to trek through before you can properly treat your blister. So number 5, my 5th essential item for hiking is a portable stove. This one's pretty obvious. The ability to cook a hot meal while on the trail is second to none. I learned this when I was on the Ridgeway Trail earlier this month, and every single day I was making myself these cooked warm lunches. Get yourself out some proper dried out adventure meals and you're set. Trust me, it's going to boost your morale, it's going to give you more energy out on the trail, and you're just going to have a funner experience because it's cool. You've got like a little kitchen going on, you've got your stove here, your pots, pans here. It takes you 5 minutes to set it up, takes you 2 minutes to boil the water, then you're cooking. You can even have a coffee, you can even have a cup of tea, but you wouldn't have these options unless you brought the stove. Going back to the idea of bringing a medical kit to help other hikers, if you came across someone in their time of need and you can help them out, here's some balm for your blister, here's a plaster for your blister. Oh, and while we're dealing with that, why don't I get the kettle on and we can make you a cup of tea as well? Like, that is amazing. And for you to be able to do that to yourself would be amazing, but for you to be able to provide that to other people, you're just going to be a hero. Get a stove, don't mess around. Trust me, they're not even that expensive. It's improved my quality of life so much. Oh, and by the way, if you are enjoying this content so far, like, comment and subscribe. I would love for you to be a part of our community. I create hiking videos, I do advice videos like these, and I'm sure that if you're enjoying this so far, you will enjoy a lot more of my other videos on my my channel, so go and check those out. Anyways, let's get back to the video. So my 6th essential item for hiking is pencil cases. I know that sounds strange, but you can buy, I think, a 5-pack of these in various sizes on Amazon for about £9, and trust me, it helps so much. It's the perfect organizer. If you've got loads of small bits, you've got loads of little things you want to keep with you, you can put all your electronics in one bag, you can put all of your filmmaking and camera bits in another bag, you can put your phone, wallet and keys in another one if you don't want them in your pockets. It's just a small way of organizing your backpack and reducing those loose items that often roll around at the bottom of our backpacks and just get really frustrating when you want to find them in your time of need. And yeah, it's like £9, but I use them for all my filmmaking gear as well as all my hiking gear. I keep all my cables and batteries in them too, and it's so helpful. So number 7, this is my last hiking essential, and they are socks. I know, socks, you didn't expect that, but these aren't just any socks. These are merino wool socks. These are socks specific to a specific sheep in somewhere in Europe, and they are a game changer. They are, 1, extremely warm, but 2, they dry so quickly. This is such good quality wool that it basically just dries out unbelievably fast. It's also odorless and just extremely comfortable. There are various colors, shapes and sizes, but I have a pair of merino wool socks that I bought on Amazon. I wore them all the way through Mont Blanc, and they were an absolute game changer for me. In those situations, you can't necessarily bring a lot of clothes with you, and I did have to wear those socks on multiple days. They're perfect for that situation. If you're doing a long through hike and you can't bring much clothes, or if you're doing an actual climb, you're climbing a mountain, it's better off bringing these than any other sock because they dry out, they're odorless, and they help your foot breathe and everything. And yeah, sounds like a small thing, but they are so essential for quality of life when you're hiking and out on the trail. You do not want trench feet, you do not want wet feet, you don't want socks that are acting as towels and just clenching loads of water around your toes as you walk. It's horrible. And trust me, I will be wearing these on every single hike I go on from now on. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know that I've blasted through all of these items, but I didn't want to waste any of our time. I'd love to know what your top 5 hiking essentials would be, so please feel free to leave a comment down below, and yeah, let's all contribute down there as a community and learn from each other. Anyways, that is it. Check out some of my other videos that are popping up on screen now. There's a lot of cool hiking trips that I've been on, and a couple of adventures there too, and some other advice videos. So yeah, check those out, and thanks a lot for watching. I'll speak to you soon.